to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will take the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Terrapins are in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. With the catch, it's Sullivan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
The receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Terrapins are rolling down the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Terrapins! What a grab and go for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. to the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
On second down, looking to throw. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down coming up. They go to the ground. And the Hawkeyes pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Finds a crease at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. They got him down pretty quickly with their... Iowa. 21-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eye by the defender there picking that off.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the run, it's Jaw. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
just feeds the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Maryland! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Takes the easy throw in the flat.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that pass is caught at the 25. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, the score is now 21 to 14. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of 1, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up. Looking for room, it's Sullivan. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Hit as he throws. To the end zone and is picked off. Pass to 50. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over UCLA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
If you're going to throw a comeback in man-to-man, I got to trust my guy is going to beat that guy. And this quarterback, you could tell, really did a good job of trusting his wide receiver, and that's why he gets the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion off.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field, the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalty. ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The Hawkeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Iowa! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
42, Maryland, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Sullivan. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same place.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make the play.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Play number 9 on this drive. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looking to throw for it. Back open in the middle. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Iowa! And the pummeling has started. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Iowa 56, Maryland.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Manning. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down coming up after that completion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire. Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical.
He wants to go deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting good.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up if you want to go for it on fourth.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising. I got it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes a connection. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Steps away. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory.
He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Look out, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were
and that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass.
Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback moving. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Stopped after making the catch.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Third down play from the gun. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more.
Looking to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Iowa! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but this.
And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout.